Jay Gurudev, Guruji's neighbor friend, knows him since the age of 4 or 5. They used to go and play around at Guruji's place, and his grandfather used to give them guava. He says, each time we would go at the place of Guruji, me and a friend named Rajesh, we saw him sitting with lots of chandan on his forehead, doing prayers. And when he grew up, when he was 5, 6 years old, each time he had vibhuti on his forehead and also a tilak, and we would thus call him Swami. As we teased him by calling him Swami, he would get annoyed and run away. And then we would run after him and continue to call him Swami, 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 come here to see us. Then, after that, when he would see us, he would run away because we would tease him so much, calling him Swami. Auntie Mita, who is now Swamini Paragatishwari, had a close relationship with Guruji. She got married on the 9th December 1984, and Guruji was 6.5 years old at this time. She was introduced by his grandmother to him, and Guruji asked her name and wanted to call her by her name, but the grandmother said, no, you have to call her Barkama, which means elder mother. Her husband was the younger brother of Guruji's father. Since that day, Guruji called her by that name or says Bar to her. He was abiding by what he was taught in this culture. She had come to the family home as a new bride, and for this she was in tears the day after the wedding, as she knew only her husband in this new house and this new family. Guruji sat by her and told her, now that you are here, I will not let you go. She said to him, no, I will leave tomorrow morning. But Guruji answered, no, I won't let you go. You will be here. The grandmother came and said to Guruji, why are you bothering her like that? Just leave her alone. So Guruji sat quietly and was counting the shining stones on her sari. And when she was moving around, he was forgetting the numbers and was counting again and again the shiny stones. And he would follow her everywhere because of his utter fascination with the stones and the shiny trimmings that adorned her sari. And then he would pick them out mischievously one by one and affix them to the shrine dedicated to the family deity. So his auntie remembers, next day there was some wedding rituals and he accompanied me to my mother's place. The whole week I was at home and he came every day. Then I came back to the house of Guruji's grandmother, and a school friend of me had given me a picture of Shirdi Sai Baba. I put it on the altar of the house, but my mother-in-law, the grandmother of Guruji, was shocked. She never heard about Shirdi Sai Baba, and so she forced me to take that picture out of the altar. I brought it back to my room. I used to pray to him there. Guruji would come every day in my room when I was praying, and we would pray together. Every morning, the grandmother was doing the Surya Narayan Puja, offering a glass of water to the sun god at sunrise, and she would do the puja for the tulsi plant, turning around of it. Only after that she would have her breakfast. And as a small boy of 6 years old, Guruji was always after his grandmother. He would wake up earlier than her and knock at her door. He would call her, Daddy, Daddy, let's go for prayers. It was for him not important if he was late for school. He would do all the prayer with his grandmother, and then he would go to school. So 1 week after the wedding, the auntie remembers I went to my mother's place. Little Goji asked me, I want to come with you. So, also, if we knew each other only since 1 week, we were attuned because we were praying together. And I said to him, okay, you come. In the car, he asked me, do you know why I want to come to your place? And I answered, maybe you want to know my family. No, he said, I want to go to the river to fish. I was shocked. I was wondering, how does he know that there is a river in my village? So he stayed overnight with me at my mom's place. The next day we went to the river. One of his childhood passionate hobbies was fishing. So he caught fish and brought them home. As we did not have an aquarium, he put them in a plastic bottle, and every day after prayers he would change the water so that the fish would live longer. At home, his father made a recipient for his fish and he kept them there. So 2 weeks after my wedding, in the evening, when he would come back to school, he would tell me, just see what I've brought for you. He would remove from his school bag camphor and sandal sticks because with his pocket money he would buy this thing. The grandmother told him, no, just keep it for you. You do your own things. He used to burn a huge amount of sandal sticks every day after school. When he did not have incense sticks, he used to come to my room. We were talking together, and with his hands behind his back, he would try to pull out my sandal sticks. I did not say anything because it was meant for prayers. As one day he took them all, I had no more incense sticks, and I was chasing him around the house. His mother said to me, give him a good beating, he just stole all the sandal sticks and put fire everywhere. Another day, it was in the month of December, his mom came to me and said, I will kill him. Just look at the back of the house, he put fire everywhere. And when I arrived there, a longan tree was on fire. His grandfather asked him, why did you do that? And Goji, with his 6 years old voice, said, I was just praying. I put the incense sticks on the floor and the wind was blowing so strongly that the dry grass caught fire and then the tree. The grandfather told the mother, don't beat him, leave him alone. So the mother went away. And she continues, the first year of my wedding, the grandmother and me were following Karvachot. Karvachot is for married women. You fast the whole day for the benefit and the well-being of your husband. You don't eat, you don't drink the whole day. So his mother was not fasting on this day. She was preparing the lunchbox of Guruji, who was ready to go to school. So I and his grandmother were wearing a nice sari, bangles and jewelry. And when Guruji saw us like this, he asked me, where are you going? I answered, we go to the river and then to the temple. We are fasting for Kavacho. He took out his school bag, threw it on the table and said, I don't want to go to school, I will fast. The school bus arrived and his sister Tina went into the bus, which then left. As we were sitting at the table, he insisted also to fast with us, despite me having him explain that Kavachot was for married women only. His mom came and asked, why did you not go to school? And he answered, I am fasting today. His said, but this is for married women and me also. I am not fasting. They fast because they want to fast. Why do you fast? You are not a married woman, you are just a boy. No, he said, I am married. His mom gave him a big slap. Mom, I am married. To whom are you married? I am married to God. For us, it was just a joke, but he was already showing divine qualities. He was also the first grandchild of the family. The grandmother was very fond of him. They would cuddle together. Every day after the prayers with his grandmother, he would go to school. So Guruji remembers about this time. Every morning before going to school, I used to polish the floor at my grandparents' place. On Saturdays, I used to wash the long alley with water. It was fun for me and I really enjoyed doing that. Often, they sent me to the shop to go and buy meat for my uncle, who was not well and had asthma. For some reason, they thought that meat was helping him with his asthma. After it was cooked, I then had to cut it into pieces to make this meat ready to be eaten. When I was 7.5 years old, I had teeth pain. So my mom had taken me to the dentist. The dentist had hurt me by auscultating me, so I shouted and beat his hand. Then I left while hauling down the street. Outside on the pavement there was a man who I had never met before. He said to me, "You were not nice to the dentist. You beat him. Don't be concerned about your tooth. It will cure." My mom, after having paid the dentist and said sorry about this, ran behind me, and as soon as she caught me, she gave me a big slap. In the meantime, the man had disappeared. This man was Babaji. So Guruji continues and said, every day I found in the schoolyard where we were playing gendarmes and robbers, cat and mouse, I would find a coin of 1 or 5 rupees. I hid my economies behind the lintel of the door, in the slits of the wall. I pushed them so much that the money is still there today. I used the money to buy small images of divinities. Like this, when I wanted to buy something, I found on the ground the coins which I needed. I did not worship any particular deity. I loved them all. Jai Gurudev.